Well, hello there. Nova here, and this week we're back with another reading. This time it's all about loving messages from spirit. Everything ranging from a message just for you, something that spirit wants you to hear, but lovingly, like something we'll enjoy. So, yeah, before we jump right in, don't forget to drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you like this video. And yeah, without further ado, let's jump in. Okay, so we have 5 different groups in front of us. So we got group 1 with a bull eye, group 2 with the clear quartz, group 3 with the bloodstone, there we go, group 4 with the amethyst, and group 5 with the moss agate. So I'm gonna leave you some time to pick and choose one of the groups. If you're feeling drawn to more than one group, that's fine, that's okay. There may be messages for you in more than one group. And yeah, when it comes to picking one up, if you're not used to it, it's just about feeling what kind of pile you're feeling drawn to, what kind of crystal you're feeling drawn to. Know that there's no wrong answer, and anyway, if you just jump in the reading one of these piles and you feel like it doesn't resonate, well, you're still free to just choose another one. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you some time now to choose, and I'm gonna see you for the first group then. Well, hello there, group 1. So if you choose group pile 1 or the bull eye, that's going to be your reading. So let's get to it. Okay, so here we go. Actually, really interesting message if you choose this group. I really do feel that, yeah, there's a real invitation to love. So that's on brand. The 2 first cards we got are balanced spirituality and practicality, as well as a new romantic cycle begins. I'm really feeling that a strong invitation from spirit is an invitation to slow down. With the tarot cards, we got the 3, the 8 of Wands, the 5 of Pentacles. The Wands are very active, very frenetic, very action-oriented cards. The 3 is like dead set on target, really having identified, just like the bird who's nailing down that one fish. It's like there's a plan and you know what you want and you're going for it. The 8 of Wands, this one, is a very action-oriented card. So that's telling me that you're the kind of person who currently, it may be just a trait, but at least currently, you're very active, taking a lot of actions on something that you got your eyes set on, a goal, an idea, an objective, whatever, something that you have decided you would do, that you want to do, and you're taking a lot of actions towards it. However, whether it is a fear of it not working out or that it's just what you're currently experiencing, as in you're taking all of these actions towards this goal and somehow it's just not working out. Or again, maybe it's we're taking all of these actions because we're afraid that in our current situation, so we don't feel stable. The 5 of Pentacles has a strong hue when it comes to financial stability, as in being scared that finances aren't holding up. But it could also mean, in a more general aspect, just feeling a sense of brokenness, as in we're either trying to flee from this place or we're taking all of these actions and what we're currently experiencing is this. And so back to 2 first cards, I really do feel like you're taking a lot of actions, but it's also time to, the message is take the time to chill. The reason to why it's not working may have something to do with the fact that you don't see the whole situation. Because here we go, believe in yourself, which is typically the card that says, you got this, honey, you're gonna make it, really. However, we also got co-create with spirit, which is really, this card just makes me feel like a strong intervention of spirit, as in, yes, you can have it, but in order to get there, you have to change your perspective. Maybe your objective, this little golden fish right here, this objective that you have in mind, it's totally possible. However, the path to get there may not be the one you originally anticipated. Maybe you're taking all of these actions all of these actions in the direction of such a goal, and what you're realizing that is not working and you don't get it, you don't understand. That's the whole thing, is like, yes, you're gonna get there, but maybe the path is not the one you expected. Hence the invitation to slow down. I really sense that, yeah, it's a strong, I mean, this Piscean energy, it's really the energy that invites us to just be in the flow of things. Taking actions, yes, but with intention. Not just taking actions for the sake of taking actions. There's a real frenetic, very freaked out kind of energy here. And it's more a kind of invitation to say, hey, you got this. It's okay if you don't have the answer. It's okay if you were not born knowing it all. It's fine. And I think that's a real occasion for you to learn how to slow down and trust your process. A new romantic cycle begins. It could be literal, as in if you've been looking for a romantic partnership that could be coming up. But for most of you, I'm feeling like it's self-love that we're talking about here, as in when we accept that, yes, we're gonna get to where we want it, but maybe, just maybe, the way we're gonna get there is not the one we thought about. Yeah, I'm repeating the same thing over and over and over again, but I really do feel like that's the whole point of your reading right here. It's, you gotta learn how to trust, because the solution to your issue is actually quite simple, but however, it's not the one you're seeing right now. It needs a tweak in perspective. It's like when you're just, it's almost, I'm seeing like you trying to open a door with the wrong key. It's like, no, the door can be opened very easily for as long as you got the right key. But if you're so stubborn taking all of these actions and you see that it's not working, maybe it's time to wonder if the key you've been using is not the right one. You're gonna get there, but you gotta trust. Chill for a minute, sit down, take this moment for yourself, check in, and open yourself up to new perspectives. I think that you're really like in a, it really does feel like fear, honestly, whether that's something you're running away from or something that you're currently finding yourself in as a result of taking these actions. You feel very afraid, but from spirit perspective, it's not bad, as in there's nothing wrong. That's another message coming through. You are not understanding, you're not seeing, so it feels very scary to you. Whatever situation we're talking about feels real scary, honestly. But spirit is really reassuring you, saying it's normal for you to see it as scary because you don't understand what's going on. Just know that the solution is actually very simple. It just needs, once again, you to take your time and look at things in a new perspective. And it's okay if you don't have the solution right away. Just need to chill, sit down, let the answer appear. And that in turn is teaching you how to surrender. The balance between taking action and surrendering. Taking action and letting spirit show you what is the best direction for you, what is the best course of action in order to get to where you want to go. Yeah. I'm surprised we didn't get the tarot card of the Hanged Man, because it really feels like this energy. The Hanged Man is traditionally in tarot, the card where you always see a guy, a girl, whatever, upside down, because it's the card of looking at things through a new perspective, and it really does feel like it. So yeah, overall, a lot of fear going on, but from spirit's perspective, there's no danger whatsoever. You got this, you're fine. It's just a matter of you learning how to relax and let the answers come through, and be open to the fact that maybe, just maybe, the answer you're looking for is not the one you initially anticipated. You're gonna get to where you want to go, but maybe the path you're gonna be shown is not the one you expected. Perhaps this new path is gonna be much quicker, much more efficient. However, it takes you to be open to it. So yeah, I hope this was useful. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if it resonates. Group 1, I'm really interested in reading your comments in the, reading your comments. And yeah, till next time, I wish you all the best. I'm gonna move on to group 2. Bye. Hey group 2, I hope you're doing fantastic. If you chose pile 2 or this, my god, clear crystal, I'm gonna get it first try one next time. Clear quartz, there we go. Clear quartz. If you chose the clear quartz, pile 2, that's your reading, so let's jump in. Okay, group 2, very interesting. First time I jump in a reading without first checking the message before recording it, but I just feel like I feel inspired to just jump right in. We got real exciting energies. The first thing that strikes to me, haven't even really diving into the cards, but is these two cards. They're both purple, and for those who know this deck, or for those who have no idea what I'm talking about, not all cards are purple in this deck, so that's striking to me. Purple is, to me, well, in this context, in the context of this reading, definitely love, love, love. Yes, we is traditionally associated with red, with pink, but I really do feel like there's a lot of love emanating from these cards. Purple is also the crown chakra in the chakra system, so highly spiritual energies. Bring love into the situation, a time for healing. I really do feel like group 2, you're currently, whatever is going on in your life right now, you're currently being enveloped by a strong, loving energy, and that's beautiful. Strong healing energy. For the tarot cards, here we go. Nine of Pentacles, High Priestess, Ace of Pentacles. So that is really interesting. The High Priestess really resonates with the above cards because the High Priestess is highly spiritual energy. Again, it's like the Magician, but with the feminine twists. The Magician being more of a masculine energy. In tarot, the High Priestess is, well, look at the card, much more feminine. But you can even see on the card that you got the Pendulum. It's a kind of the quiet, more occult energy that refocuses on herself, healing. Oh, I'm noticing on the camera we see a lot of the glare. Well, that's pretty. But yeah, highly spiritual energy, very self-centered, but not in a bad way, self-focused, I'd rather say. The kind of energy that focuses on the kind of woman that focuses on herself, because she knows, on the card we can even see that she got the key to everything that she needs. Everything is within. That's what she knows, that's what she's here to say. And it makes a lot of sense with love and a time for healing. I really do feel like, well, first of all, we're gonna question these two cards first. We got the butterfly and the antelope. This one's talking about, well, I think quite literally transformation. This one about life speeding up. I really do feel like that you're currently going through a kind of healing period, group 2. Kind of, I don't know what happened. It probably has something to do with your material environment. Could be about your finances, but it could be about relationships. It's something to do with the material plane. And this situation is currently calling for healing. You're currently going through a healing phase, I'm sensing. And that is beautiful, honestly, because I really do feel like there's highly spiritual energies. It's really faded. It's real time where it needs to be happening right now. And it's going swimmingly, although it may feel a little stormy, a little rocky at times. It's really like a time for healing, to bring back love in. What the cards say, basically, knowing that you have all the answers within you. Here with the High Priestess, I really do feel like you're currently healing something. I'm hearing like an old trauma, an old bad memory that you've been carrying with you for a long, long time, and you're coming to conclusions with that within you. It doesn't involve anyone else. Although the situation overall in the physical plane may involve other people, you know that the key is within you and doesn't involve anyone else. And you're letting it go. You're letting go, I'm hearing. You're healing, you're letting go, you're opening up to yourself, you're You're realizing that you are your own best lover. You'll forever be. You've always been, actually. And that's triggering a profound transformation. But the first transformation that you're noticing is an inner revolution. You're transforming from inside out. And that, I feel we're not there just yet, but I just feel like this, you will see within you the repercussions of what you're currently going through. And I'm hearing that whatever you've been doing, whether it's inner work, reflection, self-care, whatever, Spirit wants to say it hasn't gone unnoticed. It's adding up to something, and that something is healing and inviting a lot more love in your life, honestly, starting with the love within. The first consequence of that is that you're going to observe a lot more self-love and a much deeper sense of love within your skin, within your bones, something you're really going to feel all the way through. And that is beautiful. But another thing is that you're going to see the reflections of that in your outer world, in your environment quite quickly as well. Life is speeding up. And I really do feel that what you're doing is actually opening up what we got here. The 9 and the Ace of Pentacles, which are juicy cards to say the least. The 9 of Pentacles is really the card of luxury, the card of independence. Like the cat, think cat, it's like the independence. And if you look at the card, it's like, sure, the cat has all of its praise, all of its food, but it's so content and so, I'm hearing refined. The cat is so well within that it's not even obsessing over the food which is on display next to it. It's just like, it's on its throne, let's be honest. This card just talks about like a lot of financial stability, the kind of financial material life that really goes swimmingly for you, something that you really do feel comfortable. We're talking about luxurious kind of lifestyle. We're talking about something that you really enjoy, that you're really proud of. Ace of Pentacles, just new opportunity, straight up. I'm feeling like this work that you're doing feels a little rough at times, and you don't necessarily know why you're doing it. You just know you feel that you want to do this, but you don't even know what's the end result, why it's happening. Well, it's happening first of all for a lot of love, a sense of, yeah, discovering more of yourself, falling in love with yourself, and that's already so worth it. But another thing that Spirit is wanting to say is you're gonna see your life take a whole new direction after that. Once you start focusing on yourself instead of always focusing on the past, you're gonna see new opportunities open up, a lot of new physical opportunities, and definitely a new sense of speed. Because I feel like with this whole situation of healing, you may have felt like life was a little stagnant. It actually wasn't, and you're aware of this, but it's just that the things that were moving were unseen. It was moving above your heads, it was moving within you, but it wasn't moving around you in your physical experience. But that's about to change, and in beautiful ways. I mean, again, Ace of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, they're amazing cards, let's be honest. They're really good cards, especially when it comes to material wealth, if that's something you've been thinking about. But more generally, in physical terms, it could be talking about career, business, it could be talking about just a relationship with someone else, with friends, it could be romantic, something, it could be about health as well. Could be about health, I'm hearing. So yeah, keep up the good work. And yeah, spirits are just saying it's gonna go so well. You just need to trust yourself, stick to it. You're gonna get to see why you were doing this all along very, very soon. So get ready, it's gonna get fun. It's gonna be cool. So yeah, tell me if it resonates, group 2. That was your reading. I would love to read your comments, your thoughts about that. And until next time, take care and have a nice day. Hey, group number 3, if you chose pile 3 or the Bloodstone, this is going to be your reading, so buckle up. We're jumping right in. Okay, so group 3. really interesting energies we got here going on. The first thing that's striking with your energy is the blue color. Honestly, we got 4 cards. The 4 oracle cards, they all have strong blue colors, and that's really, really interesting. This deep blue to me has a lot to do with both the throat chakra, especially when we got sing your own song here, but as well with the third eye. So a lot of energies relative to speaking your truth and seeing the truth. So both seeing and speaking the truth. The first 2 cards that we got here, a personal issue reaches resolution, hold your vision. Can you see them? Yes, you can. Beautiful. And then we got sing your own song, truth transcends illusion. Just making sure you can see all the cards. So we got the 3 of swords, the 4 of swords, and the page of cups. That's telling me straight off the bat that you're currently going through a little bit of a rocky moment with a relative. I feel like there's a conflict in the air, or you just got out of a conflict in the air where it almost feels like this conflict that you're having with this other person. I really do feel it's specifically with someone outside of you. It could be with another person, it could be with a group of people. It could be in friendships, it could be in business, it could be about many kinds of different relationships, but it involves someone else, at least one other person. And this kind of conflict is showing itself to be quite challenging for you, in the sense that it's really pushing your boundaries. It really does feel an issue, but you're finding it real hard, I feel like, to hold your vision and stay true to yourself. And yeah, the 3 of swords really has this energy of feeling like brokenhearted. I mean, the imagery is quite expressive by itself. I feel like this conflict is showing itself to be quite challenging because it involves the heart at some point, whether we're talking about conflict in a romantic partnership, or that this conflict is triggering something like an old emotional wound of yours. And I'm so sorry about it, by the way. Yeah, I'm feeling like it's really, really putting you in a bit of a difficult spot. The message of spirit is, you'll soon see the truth. Honestly, the issue that's really going on, I really do feel like, we're talking about an issue here with this card. It's like the issue on the surface appears as a conflict that you're really not enjoying. There's a real conflict going on between you and someone else, between you and other people. And I feel like the real issue about it is not so much about the conflict, but about the fact that it's based off a lot of lies, actually. What's being exchanged during the conflict, the arguments that are being used, a lot of them, if not the majority of them, if not all of them, are actually based off lies. I'm feeling with the dragonfly spirit here. So there's a lot to do with seeing the truth and the truth arising. Like shadows cannot stay buried they can't stay buried indefinitely. They always come up to the light, and I really do feel like something that's coming up, as in right now you're really going through it and you're really taking the hit, I can feel. But spirit is asking you to hold your vision, hold your side, sing your own song, stay true to yourself, because you feel deep down, although your mind may be very uncertain with your position and whether you're in the right, whether you're wrong, your heart knows that, as uncomfortable as it is, you're right about it, actually. Even if you don't understand how, even if you don't have the arguments to defend yourself just now, you're in the right. And I'm really feeling that spirits are inviting you to actually stay true to that, stay true to your truth, stay true to the fact you're right, and know for a fact that spirit's gonna make you see the truth. I feel like the situation is really fluffed up in a way that you really do feel like, I really do sense that there's a lot of shame going on, a lot of hard emotions being brought up to the surface, a lot of mean words being said that are getting to you right now. And I just feel like the reason to why it's getting to you is because you believe in a lie. Because you've been told a lie that you think is true, whereas it's actually not. But you've never pondered it before. You never considered that before. I'm really sensing that, oh, okay, interesting. I'm sensing that actually the whole purpose of this situation, I feel like this kind of situation you've gotten yourself into quite a few times already in your lifetime, with different people in different situations about different topics. But a kind of this style of conflict, it's not the first time you're experiencing it, and I really do feel like this time you're gonna get it, like why the hell it keeps on happening. And I really do feel like it has a lot to do with your self-confidence, as in you keep on aligning with people who are not good for you. You keep on aligning with people who are really putting your integrity to the test, because deep down you feel very insecure about said integrity. You feel very insecure about your truth, about your own song. You feel quite insecure about who you are. That's what gets you, because the boundaries are a little shaky. The boundaries are they're not very well defined. And I do feel like all of it is manifesting this way because there's a lack of confidence that keeps on attracting this kind of people who are not made for you, who are not meant to be in your life. But that's the reason to why they're here. It's you are here to understand that these people are actually indicating you. They're not here to tell you. I mean, they may say everything they have on their mind, but the real thing that's going on, Spirit is saying that how is the situation serving you actually, especially if it keeps on repeating. It's because these people are actually pointing, that's not their intention, but Spirit is showing you that the reason to what's happening is because they're pointing their finger exactly where there's a lie you believe in. All of these mean energies, aggressive energies, these things that really kind of distort your field, really put you at test when it comes to staying true to yourself. It's only indicating the fact that you have some integrated shame. You're feeling ashamed or guilty. I'm feeling more ashamed, honestly. You're feeling ashamed about something, and these people are triggering just that. However, this shame, that's really the main card actually that's taken out to me. It's like this shame is not normal, it's not natural, it's not who you are at all. And if it keeps on repeating, it's because this shame needs at some point to be shown to the light, as in you feel so ashamed of yourself, whatever the reason is. Spirit is indicating you, honeybee, it's okay, you came to believe that thing about yourself. It's now time to realize that it's not true. You believed in a lie all along. I feel that this kind of lie is something that you've been carrying with you for a long, long time. We could be talking about childhood, that kind of lie. But yeah, you've really gone about your life with this assumption about yourself, and assumption that is just not true. It never was true. It was just put onto you. But it's never been about you. So that's really interesting. In this card, I'm also like seeing like almost the dragonfly just bursting out of the lotus flower, like a rebirth. So I'm really sensing that as unpleasant the situation is, first of all, it's coming to an end. So that's a good news. But secondly, the end is not maybe the one you expected, because as soon as you understand that this was a lie all along and that you actually are so much more worthy of the love and the respect that you deserve, that you've always deserved, these people are gonna vanish out of your existence by themselves. For yet there won't be any reason, any purpose for them to be in your life. The two last cards I haven't talked about just yet is the Four of Swords and the Page of Cups. To me, it really screams like this entire thing is just, I want to say, a lesson being learned spirits aren't really putting it this way, but more like kind of healing, a kind of realization about who you are. It's like, no, this thing you've been assuming your entire life about yourself, it's not true. It's time to let it go. It's time to give it back to the people who gave it to you, who gave it to you. And the result of that is peace of mind, straight up, and a new sense of love for yourself. Like, first of all, the Four of Swords, this card I love, it really feels so peaceful, honestly. And yeah, just going to sleep calmly, having a nice restful sleep at night, just because you know that you're a good person, you know that you deserve all that you desire, you know you deserve the respect and the love, and so everything's fine. Everything's always been fine once the truth shines. And then it's the Page of Cups. It's like a new beginning when it comes to more positive emotions. Like, we got the White Rabbit, which is like very innocent, like a sense of innocence, a sense of new beginnings, discovery of who we are on an emotional level, and an openness to feeling better emotions. However, in the process, you have developed strong ass boundaries because you know who the hell you are now that you've kicked out this lie. So I really do feel like, yeah, a new beginning, like lots of amazing stuff happening in your life you didn't even know was possible. Being treated with loving care, being treated by people in such a new light, being treated by people so lovingly you didn't even know it was possible because you never experienced it this way. So I'm really excited for you, honestly, because you really deserve it, especially after all of that. So yeah, that's beautiful. That's very cute. So that was your reading, group 3. I'm eager to read your comments. Let me know how it went for you, if it resonated. And yeah, till next time, I wish you the best. I wish to get to this place because you deserve it. And I'll see you soon. Group 4. So if you chose pile 4, all this beautiful, gorgeous amethyst, that's going to be your reading. So let's jump right in. Group number 4, you're up. So first thing first, I'm going to be pulling a few more cards for confirmation, because we got some real interesting energies, but I'd like to know if spirits are okay with some more precisions relative to a situation, which so far feels a little generic to me. So let's see if we can have a little more precise information. Okay, we'll see how that goes, how that plays in. Okay, so the thing I'm sensing for you, group 4, is a little bit of a complex situation, which is interesting because straight off the bat we got 4 tarot cards, and I'm pretty sure you're the only group to have 4 tarot cards. I may be wrong because I haven't done the 5th group, but I believe that's the only one who got 4 tarot cards with 2 major arcanas. So we've got like huge energies at play. I just feel like currently you're going through a little bit of a rough time emotionally. And if that's the case, I hope you're doing well, that you're taking care of yourself. I honestly feel like you're going through a phase in your life, one of these phases where you feel a little confused onto what to do, why to do. I feel like, yeah, it's this card that I was looking for confirmations. There is always enough. There's something that is on your mind. Well, we're gonna see later. Let's start with the things that are a little more obvious. I just feel, yeah, as in, you have ideas. We got this one, which is have faith in your dreams. We got the star card, which is both about, well, aiming at the stars. What do you want? What is it you want to do? I honestly feel like you're in a phase in your life where you don't feel very bound to anything. You don't feel like you're stuck. I don't feel like you have the kind of responsibilities where your freedom, where you feel or perceive that your freedom is impeded in any way. So I just feel like you feel a sense of freedom, but perhaps a little too much freedom, as in you're starting to have dreams and you don't really know how to go about it. I feel like a lot of your dreams have something to do with your practical life, could be doing with your finances, with your career, with relationships, but I almost feel like it would be something a little deeper, as in a sense of stability that you're looking for currently in your life. I'm almost sensing, yeah, a very young energy. I don't know what age you are, honestly, it doesn't matter. But a kind of energy that feels a little free-spirited, that feels free, as in, I could go anywhere in the world. What should I do then? Because there are a lot of dreams. And yet, at the same time, there's a lot of there's like a strong energy which is pulling in the other direction. It's a little, okay, the message is coming in a little confused to me. But we got these 3 cards here, which is fun because we got Death and Star, which feel a little bit like a dichotomy, but honestly can go, I mean, there's a story there. The 5 of Cups is the kind of energy of feeling brokenhearted, grieving an old situation. 7 of Swords, we're here dealing with a sense of betrayal. Death refers to our shadows, the things within ourselves which are part of us. And they could be some of the most beautiful things about us, but we have denied, suppressed, and disowned because they remind us of painful stuff. And, oh, I'm starting to get a little bit of a rhythm to the song. Yeah, I honestly feel like you're in a phase in your life in which you're really asking yourself, okay, what the hell do I do? As in, you feel kind of free, you feel like you don't have any attachments. That's one thing for sure. But you don't really know how to, what to do with it. As in, you sense that your heart is longing for some things. Your heart is longing for a sense of stability, but even more so for a sense of joy, a sense of lightness, a sense of more carefree freedom, a sense of being in the flow, if it makes sense. And yet, on another end, there's this other energy which is really pulling in the other direction, pulling you in the other direction, that really is creating all of this confusion in the first place. Reason to why the message feels so confused as well, honestly. And yeah, I really do feel like, okay, got it. I really do feel like you are wanting to create something else with your life. You're wanting to experience something else, perhaps something that you have been feeling deep in your heart for a long time that you've never really experienced, but you would want to see your life expressing itself in a different way. You want a different experience for your life. And yet at the same time, it's as beautiful as a dream as it is. Whenever it actually gets a little more practical, you start feeling dreadful, as in pessimistic, and you start feeling a lot of old emotions which are pulling in the other direction. And I'm almost sensing that all of these things you're wanting to create, there's a beautiful dream of yours, and it's, I think, purposefully not specific what kind of dream you're creating, because we're connecting with different people and every one of you will have different dreams. But whatever dream you're creating really feels like this wild dream, this perfect life. Something perhaps that hasn't been seen in your environment before. Something really exciting, something that you really care about, something that you actually believe is possible. So that's already a plus. That's already amazing. Ooh, knocked the camera. But each time you're projecting yourself a little too far in the dream, it almost feels like all the emotions catch up with you. And I'm really sensing it has something to do with the fact that those dreams, they're totally meant for you. You're not having these visions, these dreams for nothing. You're the only one on this planet having these kinds of dreams, exactly the way you're dreaming them. this life that you're visualizing, the way you're visualizing, only you on this planet. And it's no coincidence. You are seeing it because you're meant for it, and you're gonna get it there. However, Spirit is like, you want to get there. You've asked us, even if unconsciously, to get there. So that's exactly what we're doing. In order to get there, there's something for you to re-own, to get back. Something that you feel like you've lost in your past, that is actually key to that which you're dreaming. And it's hiding in these emotions. These painful emotions are making me feel it's involving, sense of betrayal, sense of being heartbroken, really heavy emotions. The kind of stuff that makes you feel a little depressed, that makes you feel quite unmotivated to leave your bed in the morning. Your inner demons, so to speak. These emotions are hiding behind a part of you that is really longing for a kind of love you haven't experienced all that much before. And this kind of, I'd say, almost inner child that is hiding behind these emotions is the one that Spirit is asking you to reintegrate. This love, this very innocent, very light love that exists deep within your heart, has its place. Not only does it have a place, but it's actually the key to what you're dreaming of. And I really do feel like with this card, the answers you need are coming. I really do feel like you are in a position where you feel very confused about, like, yes, you have these dreams, but what the heck am I supposed to do? Because I feel so bad for no apparent reason. I feel like you're currently working your way through these emotions, although it could take a little bit of time, although Spirit is asking for your patience with yourself. The reason for these emotions and what they're hiding, and the truth of yours that you need to see, own, and love, these things about yourself that you need to rediscover, to re-own. Not only they're key to the door to your dreams, but it's actually coming up. I really do feel like Spirit is heavily intervening in your life right now in forms of downloads, of messages, of just intuition, as well as through different events and synchronicities, to help you work through these emotions, to understand where the hell they're coming from, what the hell is it about, and what's the pearl hiding beneath all of this. And then we got the Bee Spirit. I love this card personally. It really sends back to the sweetness of life, the honey, and the fact that everything is sweet, the fact that we feel like we belong to a community. I feel like something that you're aligning yourself, that you're opening yourself up to through this work, perhaps something that has a lot to do with what you're dreaming of, is a sense of belonging, a strong sense of family, of community, a strong sense of sweetness, of flow, of ease in your life. That's something that you're opening up to. That is completely part of your dream and that you're currently opening up to through these emotions. That's why you're not going to escape them. You won't be able to run away from them, because in asking for the path to your dreams to be revealed, you unknowingly asked for these emotions to wake up. Because these emotions are on this path, these emotions are your path currently to your dreams. They're really important. I feel like not only your dreams have something to do with community, sweetness, and flow, and just feeling calm, at peace, it also has something to do with abundance. It has something to do with financial abundance, but not only. I really do feel like a sense of getting back to simplicity, just keeping it simple, realizing that abundance is not just financial. It's money is only one form of abundance. Someone making you a gift, someone being here to support you, Spirit downloading into your form information that you needed to hear and understand and integrate at the perfect time, synchronicities, These are all forms of abundance that help you get what you want. And friendly reminder from Spirit to not get stuck on money. Money is not the only way you're gonna get to where you want to go, although you think it is. It's not actually true. There are many, many different ways to get there. Money is just one of them. And I think that a strong thing is just with the dreams, whatever image you have, it also has a strong sense of just keeping it simple. Experiencing life and understanding and really having the experience of life that life doesn't need to be hard. It was not intended to be hard. It's supposed to be simple. It's supposed to be effortless. It's supposed to be in the flow. That's really something that you've been yearning for. And I think that's your star. Although you may have a very specific idea in mind of what you want, perhaps you want to live this way, you want to live this way, you want to live in this place, you want to be with this kind of person, you want your life to look a very specific way. Deep down, what you're really longing for is these energies that we got here, which is just feeling in the flow, feeling like you are one with life, that you are life, which guess what is actually the case. And having this experience of flow, of ease. And that's opening up for you. I don't have a time frame, but I feel like this is something that you will gradually start experiencing more and more and more in your life. You won't even realize the shift, but what you're currently experiencing is the awakening of these old emotions which do not feel comfortable. But yeah, the loving message from Spirit is definitely don't fear these emotions. These things that you have the temptation to run away from, it's you. It's a part of you that it's time to have compassion for, to love, just like you would want to be loved, to give them a voice, to integrate them, to see what has been happening. Why do we feel brokenhearted? Why do we feel betrayed? And having the love and the compassion for ourselves to work our way through these emotions, because this is your key to all of these things. These things, as much as you fantasize about them, you don't feel like you can actually connect with them in a very strong way because of this experience. It's almost like this memory is so deeply ingrained within your flesh and bones that as good as it feels, you don't believe your heart because it would contradict this old memory. That's why Spirit is currently asking you and showing you the way and helping you through this memory, through these emotions. So yeah, as stormy as the cloud might get, just message from Spirit, have faith in your dreams. There's a reason to why these emotions are popping up just after you've asked for the life of your dreams. It's not just to mess you up, it's because it's actually aligned with what you want. So I'm very excited for you. I really honor you for working through your emotions. I hope you're doing fantastic. I hope you'll enjoy what you deserve very soon. And yeah, that's your reading, group 4. And tell me down in the comments if it resonated, how it went for you. I'm really curious to read all that you have to say. And till then, I wish you the best. A nice day, a nice night. See ya. Hey, group 5, you chose this pile, all the moss agate. I love this crystal, by the way. It's so pretty. That's gonna be your reading, so buckle up. We're jumping right in. Okay, group 5, so that's your reading. Jumping straight in, the first thing that calls my attention is the fire energy. Like, here we got 2 real red cards. Fox Spirit, Lizard Spirit. We got 2 references to lions. As your keys to success. Here we got the 6 of Wands. We got the full strength which is connected to Leo. And then we got another cat. A weird message that I'm hearing, it may be for very few select of you. This card is heterochromia. I have no clue what it means. I just feel like it means something to a few select of the viewers. Some of you, it means something to you. If it doesn't ring a bell, that's okay. It's a very specific message I'm getting from this card, but hey. Heterochromia, yeah, okay. Interesting. I'm feeling that you're currently in your in the phase where you're getting out of your people pleasing era, honestly, with all of this fire energy. Like, we have references to confidence, the Six of Wands, which is very much about having pride in your success. But I almost feel like with the Six of Wands and the Strength, it's having pride in who you are and how you led your life. I could almost feel like the way you've led your life lately, or at least that's the way you probably identify that you're a bit of an unconventional one. Perhaps your path is not the most traditional one. Perhaps you didn't go to school, or perhaps the choices you made are not the most conventional. I'm sensing. And traditionally that made you feel a little awkward, I can tell. But I almost feel like you're starting to see, you're coming in a phase where you're starting to see that there was logic behind the madness. There's a reason to why it went this way, which makes a lot of sense with this card. Like, life is a mystery. It's like, yeah, things didn't go as planned, I'm hearing. Looking at the past, things didn't go the way you would have expected them. But today you have a little more maturity that you had back then, and you're realizing, with the help of Spirit is really drawing your attention on the fact that you're realizing that perhaps the fact it didn't go as planned was the best thing, actually. Yeah, your life experience was not the most traditional, but it was that much more exciting. You discovered things that a lot of us want in this lifetime. You have experienced things that the majority of us want. So that's really exciting, and that really, I'm sensing, adds to your uniqueness. In the past is definitely something you had a little bit of a grudge against, your uniqueness. The fact that you stand out that much, something that, yeah, you weren't necessarily the most comfortable with, but you're definitely learning to be more comfortable with it and to appreciate it and to love it and to realize that, oh my God, you're actually shining so bright. You're a head turner in all the meanings it has. You're a freaking head turner. You're the Leo. You're the lion. And I'm really sensing, keeping on this trajectory of being unconventional. I really think on your feet, dream the world into being. It's like, you're a very smart person, definitely. And people know it. People sense it. Even if it is not said, it's obvious. And your dreams are big. Your dreams are wild. Your dreams are very unique. Your dreams even scare some people off, honestly, I'm hearing. But what really interesting is what you dream of. Well, only you dream of it. And that's unique. That's definitely something very exciting. I'm really sensing a sense of excitement with this card. Life is a mystery. Oh my God. That's so exciting. And I really do feel like also with the tarot cards, the Strength, the Fool, and the Six of Wands. I'm always lifting them up because I'm not sure if you can really see them very well on the camera, especially with the glare. I really feel like in the past you were not necessarily your most loving partner. As in, you were not necessarily your best supporter because you felt a little different, a little awkward. In public, you felt like you were a little too unique to the taste of the people around you. But I really do feel like you're realizing the Fool is like the beginning of a new journey. You're really beginning a new journey. And the loving message of Spirit is really about, are you aware of this? Are you aware of everything you did? Are you aware of how much you've grown and how much you've flourished? In your own unique way, you're realizing that, oh my God, actually I'm superbly unique, but I wouldn't exchange it for anything in the world. I'm so happy to be me. That's the kind of realization you're having currently. It's like, sure, we've had a little bit of rocky times, a little bit of challenging times, but at the end of the day, we're so proud of who we've become and of how unique we are, because someone like you, well, guess what? There's only you on this planet. There's never been someone like you. There will never be anyone like you in the whole history of planet Earth. and that makes you hella special. So yeah, I'm really sensing a new sense of confidence that perhaps you hadn't experienced so far, because you felt different, because blah blah blah, whatever your experience might have looked like. We're sensing a new sense of love for yourself, a new sense of confidence in your uniqueness, which is honestly heartwarming. It's really beautiful. And also, you deserve it. You know what? Everybody deserves to feel confident within themselves, to love themselves. Well, you're not that special to the degree that you don't deserve it yourself, you know? And also, little wink in the future I'm sensing from Spirit is I'm sensing you're discovering, it's a little bit of a specific message. I'm sensing you're discovering the meaning of win-win scenarios. Perhaps it may have been something that you haven't really experienced in the past all that much. You may have, you may not have. But I'm really sensing that you're really starting to get into relationships and get into situations where you really feel what it means to have a win-win, where you are so happy to be exchanging something and that they are in return so happy to be exchanging it as well. Whatever it may look like in your life right now, I'm really sensing you're rediscovering what it means. A win-win. Could be in love, in romance, it could be in friendships, it could be in career, in business, partnership, a really elevated sense of exchange I'm hearing. So that's a fun thing, and I'm sensing that you're gonna see a lot more expressions of that. I'm hearing symbiosis, like what does symbiosis means? What does it mean? And really experiencing it in the physical, like what does it mean to have symbiotic relationships? So that's a very fun, interesting thing. I feel like the reason to why you didn't necessarily experience all that much so far was because you weren't necessarily all that much on your own side. You weren't necessarily your best supporter. That's why so far the thing that you would have most likely experienced was a win-lose. But now you're putting yourself first, or at least starting to, it's really something that you're coming more and more in contact with. So that's really exciting, honestly. And yeah, just a message from Spirit to make sure that you're seeing this. Make sure that you're seeing how far you've come, actually. And to, like, celebrate it, honor it. Yeah. Well, that's all I have for you, pile number 5. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Please let me know down in the comments if it resonated. If you have anything to say, I'd be pleased to read all your comments. And I wish you to have a lot of fun with this new era of you. And yeah, till then, I wish you the best. So, see ya.